Hi, good people. This is Deborah. Let me read the disclaimer. All the information provided on this channel is for educational purposes only, and this channel does not promote or encourage misuse of the information. I will mention some alleged happening today, and yes, I will give my opinions about some things. Respect others because you want others to respect you. We have different journeys. My thoughts matter, and so do yours. I will use words not intending to offend people, but to describe my point of view and how I see things. You may disagree, which is okay. Take what resonates with you and what does not resonate with you, put it on the shelf or throw it away. Now, I want to talk particularly about the disclaimer that I put out there, especially the one at the end when it says, respect others because you want others to respect you. We have different journeys. My thoughts matter, and so do yours. I will use words not intended to offend people, but to describe my point of view and how I see things. You may disagree, which is okay. And I'm saying take what resonates with you and what does not resonate with you, put it on the shelf or throw it away. Now, I put the video out there about John Hanson and Manson Musa. I put it out there for a reason. Now, I'm not one of those person that just came on the scene. I've been doing this for about 35 years, okay? I'm not one of those person that just take word of mouth of anything. I'm not one of those person that read a book and say, "Oh, it's the truth." Not one of those persons. Now, I am and I have been one of those persons that read the Bible and decided that it was the Word of God until I start getting into studying the Bible. Because there's a difference in reading it and studying it. And I found out something different. And as I found out something different, I started studying history. Okay. Now, for me, I would pick up a book or an article, and my spirit would let me know immediately what is truth and what is not truth. Now, this wasn't always the case, but that's what my spirit started doing for me. And so, because I'm the type of person, if you are a person that think you're in authority or consider yourself to be an authority, I'm the type of person, we're the same. So I respect people in many different ways, but at the same time, your position does not make you higher than me, is my thought process of what I'm saying. You're not higher than me. And that's how I see things. That's how I see life, spirit. And I've always been that person from childhood. And so, like I said, I put John Hanson and Mesa Musa out there for a purpose. I wanted to see how many people was going to comment on that video. And believe it or not, only one person commented on that video. And that person was extremely angry. Now, I didn't have a problem with the anger. What I had a problem with is the disrespect. Uh, if I tell you that this is my journey, my research, that means it's not up for debate. I don't debate anyway. And if in fact the stuff that I put together is incorrect, the spirit will come back and correct me. Man does not correct me. Woman does not correct me. It comes from my own spirit. Okay? Because I know that we can err. Why? Because we have a lower and higher self within ourselves. So that's why I'm not embarrassed about it. I don't have a problem with correction. I have a problem with the disrespect. That's the problem I have. Again, YouTube belongs to a group of people that have given this platform for people to utilize. If you're able to view my videos and see my comments, you have a channel. So, being that you have a channel, when you want to debate or dispute what someone says is their studies, their research, then you should get on your channel and do that because it's not an option on my channel. Uh, I'm not one that go to other people's channel and disrespect them. If I watch, and I have been watching quite a few videos lately, there are two channels that I enjoy going to see when they do sign up that I am subscribed to. That would be Aset. Um, she's a funny lady. I always say she's funny. And then Chavis. I like the way she do things, and I like the way she handle her tarot cards. Those are the only two channels that I go on, and I don't make. I may make some comments with Set, but I don't make comments with Chavis. But and I'm talking about Chavis that have 6 children. Um, I think it's important when you go on people's channel that you respect them. Uh, and I'm gonna say this. Well, let me just share with you. Uh, when people start gravitating to my channel, subscribing to my channel, there were many comments and many subscribers. And there was this one young lady, she was bold enough, and I really applaud her for that. She sent me an email, and we got to talking. And she was in college, and she told me, she said, when I started watching your video, I used to get pissed off. And then she said, once I calmed myself down and went back and looked at it again, then I got your point. I understood what you were saying. Now, I promise you, I respect that. The reason why I respect that, she shared her emotions with me, and which I definitely can understand. What I have to say is not something that you just take and roll over and be happy. Most of what I post is serious stuff, and it's serious stuff that the brain sometimes can't comprehend at the moment, and so it gets pissed off. And I'm used to that. But what I'm not used to is that you calming yourself down and then come and communicate with me. Because if you don't calm yourself down and you come at me trying to communicate with me while you're angry, all I'm going to do is read what you say and delete it and block you. And therefore, there's nothing, because in a few hours, what you said is going to dissipate anyway in my head. So you would have wasted your time, basically. Now, you said to me that John Hanson was a real president, which I know that. You also said Mansa Musa was not a colonizer, which I disagree with you because he was considered to be the richest man in the world. He just didn't stumble across being rich. He had to do something to become rich. And it's funny because it was right during the time of the matriarchals. The matriarchals was ruling during that time. The matriarchal was ruling the whole entire planet. Okay? And so it's easy to for males to go and conquer females because they're stronger than that. Okay, the only way females are going to be stronger than the males, they got to have this supernatural power. And I'm not saying it wasn't back then, but it definitely ain't now because most women don't know who they are spiritually. Now, as far as John Hanson being the president of continent, this is my question. Well, it ain't a question, it's a comment. My thing is this: him being a black male, why is it that there were black slaves? See, and that's the thing that bothers me. It's funny because people are always trying to put fault and blame on the Abians when I know for a fact, and I wasn't even in that period, but my spirit tells me that so-called black people, African black people, put their own people in slavery. Okay, so as far as John Hanson is concerned, there were slaves because he allowed it. Okay, and that's the thing. That's the information that they're trying to hide. I remember some years ago there was plenty of information out there on John Hanson that the Moors was putting out there, and then all of a sudden the information started disappearing. And I know it's clear. It's like this. This, if you knew me and you knew my sign is Virgo. While you're looking at a little bit of a person, I'm gonna look at the entire person. I'm gonna look at the hair down to the feet. I'm gonna listen to what the person is saying and all that. While you don't. See. And then after I do all that, I'm gonna make my analysis. Because that's who I am. I'm the type of person that if you come to me and you share your story and you're hurting, you're sharing a one side story about a situation that you've had, and I don't hear from the other person, I pretty much can tell who was at fault. Don't get it twisted because I am a person that can analyze situations. I can fix situations. That's how I'm able to fix things because I analyze things. Okay. When I first started at IBM, I started in the manufacturing environment. Okay. They put me in a position that was in the middle of the production line. I went to the beginning of the production line to view to see what's going on so I can understand the middle of the thing. And that's how I do things. I always go back to the beginning to understand the ending because that's who I am. You don't know that about me, but if you were one that paid attention to all the videos that I posted, if you've been with me for some time, that's who I am. Okay. So if I put a video up, I assure you I have thoroughly, thoroughly researched it. And I also have gotten downloads from the Great Mother. I assure you. Okay. Now, every now and then I miss. I hit and miss. And I promise you, I come back on there on YouTube and tell you because I'm not ashamed of missing things because nobody's down here is perfect. So I'm not ashamed. Even at 67, I don't have to tell you I'm 67, but I do, you know. And so as far as me not knowing certain things, I know that sometimes I will play dumb. And I do that. It's a part of my lower nature that I'll play dumb like I don't know what you're talking about, like I don't know what you're saying. I play dumb because I want to see where you're going. And then also if I go into an environment and people are talking about certain things, I'll play dumb there too. Because I play like I don't know what you're talking about. Uh-huh. That's me. That's a part of my lower nature that hadn't been healed, or maybe it won't get healed. Maybe that's a part of me, period. But I'm okay with it because nobody knows that about me but me and the creators. Okay. Um, if you come on this channel and you give me respect and you want to make a point, even though I've said to you, take what resonate with you and what does not resonate with you, put it on shelf or throw it away. I'm basically saying to you, when I make that statement, is that if what I'm saying to you does not resonate with you, I'm saying put it on the shelf. And when you take it off the shelf, it doesn't resonate with you, throw it away because it's okay. It's okay that I'm saying it because that's my research and that's my download. And it's okay if you throw it away. I don't have a problem with that because that's your business. That's pretty much what I'm saying. So, therefore, there's no need for you to make a comment. There's no need. Unless you're saying, well, Miss Deborah, what you posted in the video, it did resonate with me. And I went and did some research and I found this. And this that you found may not be the same as what I know, and that's okay too. I think one of the problems that people have in this earth, in the system taught you, not me, the system taught you that your thoughts didn't matter. And so a lot of people think that they need approval. I promise you, I've never sought approval from anybody. Okay? Now, I am 200 pounds right now. And I used to be 120 right up until age 57. I'm 67 now. And me gaining weight, the insecurity that I have has nothing to do with people because I could care less what you think of Miss Deborah. Seriously, I promise you. It's just that when you are 120 pounds and you gain weight, that weight hurts your body. Not only do it hurts your body physically, it hurts your body mentally. And so you don't want the weight on you. So what you do something about it. You try different things to get rid of the weight. I mean, let me just rephrase that. I do different things to try to get rid of the weight. Not because I want to look good for you guys. It's because I want to feel good because the weight is hurting me. And that's how I am. Now, if you're not like that, that's fine too, because we all have different ways of how we think about things. I'm just letting you know, I'm not governed or moved by what people think or say about me, but at times, every now and then, when I do get a comment, I might address it. And I address it because I want to express myself. And somebody out there know what I'm talking about. So utilize, your channel to speak about the things that you know. It works, you know, and it doesn't matter if people think you're dumb or stupid or don't know what you're talking about. That's okay. You know what you're talking about. I started out doing videos because I had so much information within me. I felt like I was going to burst sometimes. And I'm talking about downloads from the spiritual realm. And I felt like I was going to literally burst. And so I had to release. And so I started using YouTube as a way to release what I knew. I didn't do it because I was looking for subscribers. I'm not even a member of YouTube. So therefore, there's no monetary involved in what I'm doing. So still to this day, I release, and plus I like doing videos. That's the other thing. I don't mind. And then since I started doing what I went to school for, I'm enjoying doing these flip charts. I just try to keep my mind occupied on things that I consider to be positive. Now, when I put this John Henson video out here, I didn't expect for it to especially from some Africans. Now, do I have feel some kind of way toward all Africans? No, I don't. And that's the other thing that I have a problem with. Over in Africa, there are poor people, suffering people, and that's not right. That's not right. In America, it's the same way. That's not right. So if John Hanson was the president, which he was, I know he was, why was people suffering? This planet has enough in this earth for everybody to prosper off. Everybody. If the system had allowed people, the children, to use their imagination, to use their mind to discover who they are, then this place would be such a better place, a better mindset in all the cultures today. But that's not what happened. Grown folks, which was grown children, wanted to control. That's why many people have gotten themselves some dogs. You got a dog because you want to control something. You don't need to control nothing but yourself. The person that felt a need to waste their time doing all that writing for nothing because it didn't accomplish nothing. That's why years ago on Facebook, Malachi York people uh, debated with me, and they got them nowhere because nobody actually got anything out of it. And I didn't have a problem with debating then because I was a few years younger. In my 40s, I'm 57 now, so I didn't have a problem debating. But it's nothing. Debating doesn't do anything positive. So I don't waste my time debating with anybody. You disagree with what I say, move on. You have a channel. Put on your channel the things that you like. And because there are trolls on YouTube, maybe a troll will shoot by there and tell you how much they don't like your videos. They don't like what you're saying. What you're saying is dumb and stupid. Maybe you need to feel that for yourself. Because when I read some of the comments that I get from people, I don't even know why you do it, to be honest with you, because it's not going to change my mindset. Because I know that I'm a thorough person, okay? Very thorough. And always have been that way from childhood, you know. And yes, there are times that I do miss. And when I miss, I will come back and correct it and tell you because I don't have a problem with that. But I wanted to come online to talk about this, and I want to point out three things. And I jotted it down. Uh, some people enjoy conflicts and may give unsolicited advice to start debates. And that's what quite a few people do that are on YouTube because I notice when it's uh when it's a channel that is very negative, there's thousands and thousands of people are clinging to that channel. Why? Because they're unhappy. People gravitate to what they're feeling. So, and I understand that a lot of people are unhappy. The earth is going through is quite a turmoil, and I understand that. But you really should try to you really should try to rethink the way you're thinking because it's nobody's fault what you're experiencing. The other thing, I call that conflict with what I just said. The other thing is many opinions are based on emotions, values, and personal history, which may not be supported by evidence. And that's the other thing that I wanted to say. Just because I don't have evidence of certain things doesn't mean that it's wrong or right. It just means I am sharing what I know. I am sharing what I research. You can't dispute what someone is saying about what they're saying about themselves. You can't dispute that. That's just like you telling me, if I say to you, I'm going to use the bathroom, and you tell me, Deborah, you didn't use the bathroom, but I went to use the bathroom, but you're telling me I did not use the bathroom. People, y'all need to think about the stuff that you dispute people about. It's crazy to me. Self esteem. People with low self esteem or social anxieties may care too much about what others think of them. See, I'm not having anxieties. It's not that I don't care for people, because I do. I'll be sitting up here lying and say I don't. What I don't care for is the disrespect. And I don't care what your name is. Because there's a way to do anything. As far as being blunt, I've always been blunt and straight, and then because I speak bluntly, people tend to think that I'm trying to be mean and nasty. No, that's just who I am. And I expect you to be the same way. I don't expect for you to because I say something that may have hurt your feeling. I don't expect for you to say something to try to attack me, because I'm gonna see it. I know the difference between someone speaking bluntly because that's who they are, and someone speaking because they want to attack. I know the difference. Come on now, I'm 67 years old. But I wanted to come on and say to many people, the history books lied to us. They are slowly changing the history books, from what I understand, for my grandchildren and my son that's still in college now. So hopefully, the whole complete truth will be put in there at some point. Um, don't reject what your thoughts come to you as. Don't reject them. Because you've been so forced to think outside of your thinking. And you've been so forced, because if it's not the majority saying that, then it can't be right. Let me tell you, I've been walking along in this earth ever since I was a teenager. And I'm used to that. I'm used to being alone. My question is, can you be alone? Are you afraid of yourself? Don't be afraid of yourself, because thoughts that come in your head, they're for you. And then that may be some people out there that may share uh, your same thing. And then if they do, that's okay. And if they don't, that's okay too. But just keep in mind, when you come to Miss Deborah's channel, respect matters. And I know if you're patriarchal, and I also know if you are a female, a patriarchal follower. I know that. And I also know the stuff that I put out here is not no easy stuff to put out here for people to grasp. I know that too. You know, I don't understand why. Well, I guess I should understand why when I do the live chats on Saturday for those that have something to say. Come together and let's talk about it, because I give that time for us to come together and just have some chat. It's not for you to come in there and be disrespectful, because if you come in there being disrespectful, I'm going to block you, because I don't have to put up with that. But I do believe in people's opinions. I think people's opinion matters, because my opinion matter. And I just want to come on and talk about that, and hopefully you grasp what I'm talking about, and so the next time you decide to make a comment, you think about it. You think about your comment. Okay, until then, have a good day, sir. Have a good day, ma'am.